Car crime. It's one of the most common crimes in the UK and one of the quickest. It can take just 4 seconds to commit.
Temporary Sergeant Simon Williams from West Midlands Police is trying to turn the tables on the car thieves, but knows it's a hard crime to prevent.
It can prove to be a really difficult crime to solve because traditionally there's not normally any witnesses around. CCTV opportunities tend to be limited. Our offenders these days are becoming more and more forensically aware.
Simon and his team had to come up with another way to deter this kind of thief.
Traditional methods of investigating vehicle crime weren't having as big an impact on reductions and reoffending as we wanted.
But new improved technology means the police can set up operations making use of what are known as capture cars. These vehicles are fitted from pillar to post with small hidden cameras. You can't see them, and not to give the game away, we can't show you. And they often come with attractive accessories for a would-be thief.
Laptop computers, satellite navigation systems, expensive pairs of jeans, trainers, Xboxes, you name it, we can put it in there.
The police place these cars in known streets for vehicle crime and wait for them to be broken into.
Most thefts are opportunistic, and with cars parked everywhere, every day and left largely unattended, they can be an easy target.
Sam X has particularly suffered at the hands of car criminals.
I decided to use a secure car park. I thought it would be a bit safer. Came back a few hours later to find that things were missing. It was quite sickening actually, because they'd gone through all of my possessions, taken some of my personal things like my jacket and my hockey stick, which I was quite fond of. It wasn't very nice.
The damage, expensive. In the short term, as Sam had to claim on insurance for a whole new door that cost hundreds of pounds, and the long term, as she has to pay higher premiums.
3 years on, I'm still paying about probably £200–300 more than my insurance was initially.
Sam now has a new motor and has stayed mercifully car crime free.
But experiences like hers are the reason West Midlands Police have rigged up capture cars. As we saw earlier, the traps have been set and immediately the operation starts paying off.
This unlocked car in Birmingham attracts the attention of a group as they walk past. And this man in the cap seems particularly interested in the laptop bag he's seen on the seat. After checking the coast is clear, he then opens the door with his hand in his sleeve and grabs the bag. After making sure there's a laptop inside and that he's not going away empty-handed,
he then, with the inside of his arm, closes the door behind him.
But despite his care,
he was caught on camera.
The laptop had a tracking device, and he was later convicted of theft from a motor vehicle and sentenced to 8 weeks in custody. Another part of Birmingham. Coming up to midnight, 2 hooded men, having found the door left open on this car, waste no time in grabbing a satellite navigation system and then quickly rummaging with gloved hands around the rest of a car that doesn't belong to them, before scarpering.
When police see this footage,
police certainly don't need directions to find the 20-year-old thieves who have taken their sat-nav.
They were identified by police officers who have had previous dealings with both males, really well known to us. And safe to say they've been involved in that kind of crime in the past.
There's something about a sat-nav in a car that tempts some individuals to take the wrong path, such as this young woman who walks past with a group of lads but returns to try the door. Finding it unlocked, she then bags herself the sat-nav. But this is another capture car, and she has just bagged herself a conviction. And as for this 25-year-old chap who's also spotted a capture car unlocked and a sat-nav in view,
Well, he has no idea the trouble this 6-second theft is about to get him into.
It's the middle of the day, he's wearing a t-shirt, no gloves, no hat, so really brazen, and identifying him wasn't an issue at all.
Simon and the team quickly go to a pub they know the man frequents.
We saw him in there and he was trying to sell the sat-nav to the locals in the pub. He saw us, made off out of the pub, discarded the sat-nav in the middle of the road and made off on foot. We had quite a long foot chase with this guy, and when we caught him he had a quantity of controlled drugs on him as well. So it was a good result, good arrest all round really.
Capture cars are now being regularly used across the country, and whether thieves walk into or break into one, like this man in Nottingham, they will all be caught and punished. Every theft from a car that you have seen in this film resulted in the perpetrators being jailed, fined, or given community orders. By spreading this fear, the aim is to make thieves think twice before breaking into any vehicle. And in the West Midlands, the use of capture cars has had a noticeable impact.
We've seen a year-on-year reduction for the last 2 years in this kind of vehicle crime, and in the last year to date we've seen a 17% reduction, which means there's been 400 fewer victims of this kind of crime, so really successful.